Simple suit of meat and mushrooms. Hard to stuff for passages workers. Sounds good. Should I be like... Is it the cool YouTube thing to like make a tier list of everyone's cooking nowadays? Should I feel like that's a solid A right there. What are you thinking of, dear sister? You are the one who started all this mess with the eclipse and whatnot, so you are gonna shut your mouth and go to your room like your mom told you to. We didn't ask for your help, but you gave it regardless. I thank you with all my heart. Oh, he's being nice for once. Wow. It only took him 49 videos. Let's see, so they're gonna walk out. The game is gonna lag a little bit with all these NPCs on screen. There is a fine line between, like, being willing to take risks and, like, actually just being stupid. Anyway, looked kind of ruined, so I wasn't sure. But that is gonna be a barrel which is unremarkable and empty. I don't believe... A well-built wooden box. Well, well-built except for the fact that it's, like, on fire. Still, we should proceed carefully, Tyrell. It's not Tyrell's strong suit. What could be so difficult about taking the passage over the mountains? Taking the passage north isn't as straightforward as you'd think. This is the first time we've been to this part of Angara. I'm scared we'll get lost. Don't be such a worrywart, Karis. We'll be up and over these mountains in no time. Just, Tyrell, ask her out already. It's been, what, 8 videos? I am overwhelmed. There's so much to see and hear. Musicians make the city seem so joyful. Alright, that combined with the fact that, like, everyone's Safari really does make me feel like I'm back at Magfest for a minute. Anyway, pancakes made in Port Rago style, topped with seaweed and dried fish. Dude. Gotta talk about your, what you're putting in those pancakes there, mister. I know that I have a pseudo feud with, John Eldritz about pancakes and waffles, but I think that's a little bit much even for me. The curse has not been lifted. Oh. You mean I beat up the lizard for nothing? Now I feel bad. I mean, I felt bad before, but I feel extra bad now. Given that and my other powers, do you think I'll be a worthy addition to your group? Yeah. It never hurts to have someone who's just willing to dish out an old backhand, you know? Seems like a really powerful ally. I hope she works out well. As I understand it, we have whoever activated Luna Tower to blame for the catastrophe. I'm just gonna pretend not to have been there. We bear some of the responsibility. Amity! Amity! Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth now. We bear some of the responsibility, though the consequences are beyond even our wildest nightmares. Some of the responsibility. Amity! God. Alright, Kraden, give me some duct tape. Empty pots. If I talk to the stoves, is every single stove in this game gonna have some different food-related text? It's a log cake that's a big specialty here in the village. Best not eat any, though. Someone might miss it. Hey, it's their fault for leaving it unguarded while I'm around. So let's go and, Okay, and where is the statue? I assume you mean the door with the lock on it. Oh god, she's doing the thing again. Himi. Stop. I've seen Stranger Things. I know how this usually ends. Oh, I've got to... Alright, so I've got to do it while I'm sitting in it. Alright. That actually looks like a lot of fun. Can I do that, like... Can I do that in real life? Can I just sit in, like, a steam engine exposed to the elements? Can I set it on fire and can I just, like, go? That definitely doesn't sound like a safety hazard, a safety OSHA hazard. I'm trying to mix together like 3 expressions at the same time here, and it's not really working. That doesn't really sound like a safety hazard or an OSHA violation waiting to happen or anything like that. It just sounds like fun, as far as I'm concerned. I believe you are related to the kitty dog. I was gonna go with the good boys from Golden Sun: The Lost Age, but Tyrell, we can go with your version as well, I guess. I'm sure the internet will have some opinions about that. We perform many prayers and Himi will still not awake. Maybe this is no curse. But if it's not a curse, why won't she wake up? It must have something to do with the eclipse. Alright. Lack of vitamin D, probably. Alright. Lizard, will you join my party now? Is this gonna work like a genie? Like I beat you up and then you join my team? Grab that real fast. Spin you round. And we'll see what kind of a treasure we get in here. Mimic, perhaps? I haven't seen a mimic in a while. Really? Really? I didn't actually expect to get a mimic. I was just I was just commenting on the fact that we haven't seen a Mimic in a while. Wow, alright. I know that I have that thing about the Mimic senses and when I can sometimes call when I'm actually going to see one, but I was not being serious. Alright. I don't see how this helped us get across the sky. Now, if only we did have a soar wing. Yeah, if only you didn't, if only someone... not saying it was you, Tyrell, but I'm just saying if only you didn't, like, destroy the last one. Anyway, this is the secret way to our throne room. I don't know, it doesn't look secret. That's a pretty big and standoutish door right there. It looks impassable, does it not? Okay, Ogre Titan 5, hello. You are barely fitting on my... That has to be the last one, right? There's nowhere there's another one after this. Because, like, if there's another one after this, it would not fit on my screen. That's one of those tablets. What are we looking at here? You're looking at a tablet. And also, like, a plasma coil thing. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 recently, and I feel like I've been zapped to death by one or two of those at some point in the last few days. Anyway, it would appear to be a gate. It seems absurd to call such a place even a country. It sounds like one massive army. Yeah, what's the old joke about the Kingdom of Prussia? Is the most countries had were a nation with an army, and the Kingdom of Prussia was like an army that had a nation attached or something like that. There's a more concise way of putting that joke, but I can't remember how it goes right now. It's all the important details about it, right? Also, I do like how it's shaped like a crescent moon, or if you're so inclined, a banana. Ah, good. You finished the preparations? Ah, Arcanus, I'd almost forgotten about you. Actually, I had forgotten about you. All right. Wait, did I actually just like swear? Me, the silent protagonist? Did I actually have a speaking line and it's just a bunch of swear words? That's amazing. You, what's he doing here? So maybe this talk about Kalima being cursed just comes to this lizard trying to get revenge. Can we take it with us? Can we make this our 7th party member? I think it's cute. We'll see what other clock-related, like, level design comes up, right? I'm looking forward to this. I was one of those kids when I was, like, 5 years old who always wanted to take apart, like, the clock on Mom's desk and just see what was inside, and Mom was like, no, stop that. You don't know how to put it back together. And I was like, if I take it apart enough times, I'll know how to put it back together. Image? You mean you saw what's happening at the Opera House too? You think Volachek sent you that image? Maybe he's asking for your help. Michael, we need to get to the Opera House with all haste. Can you imagine if you could just, like, telepathically communicate with your siblings? I'm pretty sure mine would be, like, mostly sending me memes. So that's one defense, that's Iris. And we're gonna see... You just got UFO'd off the ground and into space. Hey Iris, I guess it's only fitting that the final summon that we pick up in this game is another pretty girl. Because what else would it be? Either that or a dragon. There's a lot of dragon summons. Wait, that does damage and restores my entire party? God, that's broken. So we now have access to the, you know, the ship part of the game. Not the Carousel Tyrell part, but like the sailing part of the game. I think we're just fell into a trap. I prefer the term volunteered. Alright, we volunteered into a trap. I don't know if that makes it really that much better, but... Whatever. So are we still doing this? Well, he's fighting it. Don't interfere. Looks like I have no choice. You, I told you to wait in the green room for your ass kicking, which I'll deal with after the final boss of this game. Damn it, Chalice. I hate to make it hurt more, but I just need you to be a bit more destructive. I came from this way. I definitely remember that. Wait a minute. What's under here then? No. I'm not standing on it. I'm not standing on it. All right. We've got to do F equals MA the proper way. Actually, I guess that would be for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction, wouldn't it? That wouldn't really be F equals MA. I mean, that would dictate, like, how fast you take off, but, whatever. Shh! You mustn't raise your voice or they'll find us. Who's they? And if I beat them up, would I get a lot of experience for it? We've got priorities around here, Sveta. Alright, what does this mysterious tablet say? Snakes that flick their wicked tongues, they're not wicked, they're adorable. Anyway, whatever they are, they expose their weakness, a reckless taste for flame. Okay, so I'm gonna feel really bad about this, but we're gonna go stand here. Tyrell, we are in the presence of an enlightened entity. Bow your heads. Did Amity just call the tree Holy One? Is that a woodpecker joke? If I had powers like yours, I would see this through with you to the end. Yeah, maybe don't say that in front of your mom, who's probably actually never gonna let you go anywhere outside ever again for the rest of your life. But I would be a distracting burden, so I have to ask you to do my share as well. Anyway, favorite fact story. So, the moon is 1/400th the diameter of the sun. Or maybe I guess I should say the sun is 400 times wider than the moon in, like, diameter. But it's also 400 times farther away from the Earth than the moon is. Which means that they both appear the same size in the sky. Which means the fact that we get perfect solar eclipses on Earth is, like, literally a cosmic coincidence. And there's basically no reason at all that they should line up perfectly like that, but they do, and as a result, solar eclipses have been part of, like, humanity's lore since, like, the beginning of humanity. And that's it. That's my favorite fact.